We watched the fight in the most amazing room. There were smoking hot cocktail waitresses, flat screens everywhere, and these Nerf footballs that you could throw at the screen when you got mad. I took full advantage of those. But the environment couldn't distract me from the rising panic in my soul when Holyfield got past the third round. Holyfield had figured out Tyson's Achilles heel and started to chip away at him by jabbing him, then moving away before Tyson could connect. Tyson wasn't as aggressive as he normally was. I was sweating like crazy, really starting to worry as Holyfield slowly but surely took Iron Mike apart. When I say starting to worry, I should clarify. I was drunkenly screaming like a maniac who was out of his fucking mind, and we already know Tyson lost. It wasn't even close. I had lost about $3,500 playing blackjack and $15,000 to a bookie in Staten Island who wasn't going to give me the type of pass that old Bobo did back in the day. This guy did not fuck around. There was only one way to make this day even better: score some blow. When shit happens with me, it steamrolls, so I was going all the way with this. I called my dealer in L.A., and he gave me the number of a guy in Vegas. I went to an ATM, which are easier to find in a casino than an exit to the street, and I withdrew about $500. I bought 2 8-balls, and then I disappeared for a few hours. I told no one where I was going. I just locked myself in my room and did coke. Everybody else passed out at the end of the night, but not me. I stayed up all night and ended up back at the tables. By dawn, I had won a little bit and lost a little bit. When my castmates came down to the casino the next day to get some breakfast, they found me still up playing roulette. "Hey, Artie," David Herman said. "You're up early, getting in a few more rounds before we head to the airport?" "Yeah, Dave, whatever. Don't distract me." "We got to get going, man." "I need to win one more time, man," I said, raising my voice. "Just hold the fuck on." I had been playing the same number over and over for a couple of hours. 25 red. I will never forget that number. I don't know why, because neither red nor 25 has any meaning for me. But that's what I was playing, and I was so focused on winning that when I lost, I started screaming at the top of my lungs. My friends tried to calm me down, but I wasn't having any of it. I got so worked up that the pit boss came over. "Excuse me, sir. You need to keep your voice down," he said. "I'm going to need to ask you to leave the table. You've had quite enough." "I'm not done yet, buddy," I said, looking at the guy like I'd tear his head off. "Let me play one more, then I'll go." "I can't do that, sir. You're causing a disturbance." "Let me play red fucking 25 now, then I'll fucking leave," I said, getting up in his face. "One more fucking chance, that's it. You want to see a disturbance? Try to keep me from playing red 25. The guy spoke into his headset. "Security, 2 guards to the roulette tables." The pit boss stepped in front of me and kept me from putting my chips on red 25 for the next spin of the wheel. "Listen, buddy, let me play everything on that fucking number, you asshole." "Can't do that, sir." Of course, as I watched the wheel spin around that last time, it landed on red 25. I would have won thousands of dollars. "You fucking prick son of a bitch, fuck!" I lunged at the guy, and when I felt the hand of a security guard on my shoulder, I spun around and swung as hard as I could, connecting pretty well, too. The guards descended on me, pinning my arms behind my back and roughhousing me all the way to the exit. My friends followed along behind them, promising to get me off the property and out of town right away. They had to pull out all the stops, mentioning our Quincy Jones connection, every single contact we had in the hotel, everything. "If you don't get this piece of shit out of here right now," one of the security guards said to Dave Herman, "he's going to get himself hurt." "We're going to the airport right now," he said. "I promise you." Dave promised, but I didn't. As soon as the goons were gone, I made a plan to go back in there and get my money back. As my friends begged and pleaded with me to leave, I argued belligerently. "I'm going to get it all back. You're all fucking idiots. You need to let me go in there and get my fucking money. I know what I'm doing, goddammit. The casino stole it from me, and you fucking saw it. That was my fucking money." My friends Orlando, David, and Jimmy literally formed a human wall and would not let me get anywhere near the entrance. They just kept talking to me until the hotel got us a car, and then they pretty much forced me into it physically. They knew if they just said fuck it and let me go in there, there'd be a team of security waiting who would be more than happy to take me to some hallway without cameras and talk to me while we waited for the police to come. Once again, those guys saved my life. Sitting in the airport at the gate waiting for the flight back to LA was as depressing as it ever is, especially when you're catching the 1 a.m. last flight out. The gate is right next to Burger King, and more times than I'm proud to admit, I've sat there drunk and broke with just enough money to get a double Whopper with cheese, fries, and a shake, the continuous sound of the slot machines nearby ringing in my ears, mocking me. If you're prone to depression, that setting will do you in, believe me. Why would you be happy if you're drunk, broke, mocked by slots, and on top of that, flying back to Los Angeles? Even when I was flying back there to a job on a fucking network show where I was making money hand over fist every week, I was never happy sitting there. It's the ninth circle of hell.